Hi, this is Daphne Love.
And crazy
How's everybody doing out there
in YouTube land.
in this crazy world?
Crazy.
Have you missed
Crazy.
Right? Have you missed us? Seems like we haven't been on in a while. We took a week off last week.
Man, I was missing.
Yeah, I was feeling under the weather last week, and then Crazy had some stuff going on, and we had the twins on, so it was kind of a hectic week for me last week. It was just like, ugh, I felt like crap, man.
I'm kind of raspy today. I have a cough drop in my mouth. So if I'm drinking water or sound like I have a lisp, it's because I have a cough drop in my mouth.
It's because she's all sha-la-da-da-da-da-da-da. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm right nose.
Right? Anyway, we hope everybody's been doing good and staying safe out there in this crazy world.
Again, crazy.
Yeah. We have a pretty interesting topic tonight.
It's been asked about a lot.
Yeah. So we decided that we would kind of have a little discussion about it. And
Go back to 1989.
Yeah, back to 1989 with the Menendez brothers, a.k.a. the Munsters is what they're called. So what do you think about all that?
Well, me and Daphne Love kind of watched the... What's it called? The Menendez brothers? The Killers?
The Netflix series. But I have to address something on that was fictional. That was not completely true.
Right. Probably none of these stories are going to be true.
Yeah.
Even what they say probably isn't true.
Exactly.
I mean,
so they did add some stuff in there that is probably didn't happen. You have to actually watch the documentary for that. But tell them about the movie and, because...
Well, I remember it happening, don't you?
No, I don't remember.
It was my freshman year. I remember I thought, damn, people are crazy.
Yeah, 1989, that's been a long time. I mean, that's...
I remember, though, because it was a big deal because my dad was always like me, always the news person.
Yeah.
And my dad's like, Chingawi Lane, look what happened, hombre. Because, my dad's old school. And I was like, oh, my gosh, they killed their parents?
I know. See, and the thing is that, they're saying they got sexually molested and, whatnot and stuff like that.
Abused.
And that he was very controlling and, stuff like that. And I'm finding it, like, hard to believe because they were 18 and 21 years old, okay? So if you're getting sexually, and I know his dad was a big time producer, whatever he was, and, some people might say, oh, well, they were scared because they have money or whatnot. But they brutally killed their parents. Like, they literally shot the father point blank in the back of his fucking head. And then they shot the mom, and she didn't die right away. And then one of the brothers went and shot her off again. And
he went and
10 times.
And loaded up again outside.
Yeah.
And came back in and shot her.
And that's just like, to me, that's, I don't know what it's like to be molested, and I'm sorry for anybody that has been molested or, whatever these boys went through because we weren't there. So we really can't say what happened and what didn't happen. On the documentary, though, they, were speaking a little bit. And, I mean, I think...
Well, they're not going to admit it.
I think they did it for the money, to be honest with you.
I think their dad was tired of them being spoiled little brats. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
God forgive me if I'm stepping out of line or whatever, if they were molested or whatever, but I left when I didn't want to follow rules at my mom and dad's house.
Exactly.
You know what they told me?
They said,
See you later, either you follow my rules or you could get out. So I chose to get out. And I was very young when I got out.
And that's the thing. But I just think that, I don't know, from what I think, these kids or boys were spoiled, rotten, and their dad was pressuring them to, be good and,
to become men,
to become
work,
men.
to get a nice car because they wanted nice stuff.
Yeah, they did. And then after they got murdered, they're over here spending all this money and shit. So that's what's crazy.
On yachts. And he told them he wanted a Rolex. He got his Rolex. Yeah. And I mean, he admitted to it. That one guy, not Lyle,
Eric.
My husband's name, and I forget it.
Right.
Eric admitted to a few people. Hey, McBabe, what do you think? You kind of felt like they were he doesn't agree with us, so.
Like, what do you think? View. What's your point of view in this?
I don't really know. It's just really based off of what I've seen. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, they could be hiding it up, and they just wanted the money, and they didn't want to have to work for it. Mm-hmm. Or it could have been what they said, and they were just scared, didn't know how to handle it. And then when the rage finally came out, it just came out in bucket loads.
So you think it could be like what do they call it, a crime of passion?
Well, I don't really think like a crime of passion. Mm-hmm. I think it was all the anger that was built up and all the anger that they've held in, and the rage and the fear and the trauma. It just finally surfaced and came out, and when it came out, it was like a volcano exploding. They couldn't control their actions. They couldn't control their feelings. Yeah. The only thing that happened was just straight action. And, it's really hard to say what is because a lot of people handle trauma differently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's correct. Very
and
true.
I mean, it's like if an animal or a human is backed in the corner and they really don't know what to do, and they feel like everything is already gone and you have nothing else to lose. Yeah. You're going to do like unthinkable things. So, I mean, from what happened, I know everything is like overkill, like everything that happened was overkill, but like I said with trauma, not everybody handles it the same way. And for what happened, that seemed like a lot of rage, a lot of anger, and a lot of pain by what happened, by the facts that were there. So I don't know. It seems like it's more than just wanting to get money. If it was just wanting to get money, why did they go such crazy overkill and shoot him so many times?
Yeah,
well they were taking him out of the will, is what I understood.
Well, I mean, I understand that, but to shoot him that many times for being taken out of a will, brutal. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, it seems like there's a lot more there.
I did a little bit of research because, I knew we were going to discuss this. And, they've had... You're good. They've had 2 trials. Like, the first one was a hung jury because they didn't know. They were like, what if it happened? What if, it was just kind of like... And then they had because that's when they were going for the death penalty. Mm. So then their second trial, they ended up getting life without the possibility of parole, which...
Exactly. Wait, stop there. Say it again.
So now they got the second trial. They got sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Okay, so when you're there, and I'm not talking crap, but... The millennials now think that they should be free because they've been there 30 years. But if you have life without a chance of parole, that means you're in there till you die. Exactly. They're trying to get out.
Exactly. And
they're married. And one even cheated on another one.
I heard about
on a wife.
And it says, because I've been looking, and it says that they're pretty much, after murdering their parents for more than 3 decades that they've been in prison, that they're one step closer to getting released, which crazy. I think is crazy because they got sentenced to life without the possibility of parole. So I don't even understand where this comes. Like, even that Gypsy Rose chick, I don't think she should have ever been let out of prison. Regardless, because her too, she could have
Well, she didn't actually kill her. Someone else
did. We don't know that. She could have put some stabbings in there or whatever.
He admitted.
Well, he's crazy. He would probably said anything.
But, anybody who's going to kill someone's probably crazy.
Well, yeah, but she's the one who wanted her dead. So.
And Lyle kind of like denied it, but Eric couldn't hold it in. It got to him. And we know they're guilty, but...
Yeah, I mean... And
the thing is, do you think they should be let out now? I don't think so.
I don't think they should either. Not the way they murdered their parents.
And then, if you go to court and they already said... life with no chance of parole, then that's what it is. It is what it is. You did it. You got to pay for what you do.
And then Eric was like the crazy one,
The
right?
younger
Like
one.
well, because I was, like I said, I was doing research, and it said that he had he's had several violations while in prison, including 2 fights. As Lyle, he was never cited for any fights or anything like that, but he was cited for having a female sneak drugs in for him.
What?
So yeah, and the contrabands, that's what it's called.
Wow.
So now they have a hearing on December 11th to see if they, can get resentenced and get paroled, which I think is crazy.
I mean, they're probably going to get it because money. Well, they're broke, probably.
And
well,
then now
they're probably not broke because they're getting paid for
us
talking about everybody, the movies.
People are making
the
shirts.
books, shirts.
Free the Menendez brothers.
Well, because it's the younger people, the millennials, like I said, they feel like he should be free more than,
Oh, and that's another thing. Is that they're thinking, because I guess the Menudo band is, who.
But they didn't really talk about that much.
No, but I guess one of the guys, I didn't write his name down and I should have, just said in 2023 that he was abused by.
But why would it take him so? Why would he
exactly
do it now?
So
that they're trying to get paroled.
Yeah, it's.
I think those kids have a lot of pull because they knew a lot of people because of their dad.
So I don't know. It's just, to me, I think it's crazy. And they said that if the hearing results in a judge approval, the new sentence attention will shift to the California Parole Board, and then the California Parole Board, they will examine the case to see if they're a threat to society. So,
they killed the parents.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, and I'll say it again, I feel bad for anybody who's been molested, or if they did get molested or anything like that. But
I know people and have family members that have been hurt.
The court, I mean, and I know courts are, it's just a tough situation. But I mean,
well, at least they're not in Albuquerque. Well, if they were in Albuquerque, they would have been set free the week after.
Yeah. True. So I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on all this? I mean, what do you think? Do you think they should be freed? I didn't know they were on TikTok until Crazy was telling me.
Yeah, it's a big deal because, like they said, the younger kids are saying, like, free them. They've been in there long enough, but...
I mean, they have been in there for 34 years, I believe.
Yeah, but life means till you die.
Yeah.
The rest of your life means till you die.
Life without the possibility
right.
of
That's why I had you say it again so that the people in the back could hear it because, I mean, I don't know. You killed both your parents.
But not
lied about
that,
it, spent their money. Are you a threat to society? Duh.
Right?
And
then going and partying after they know that their parents are
buying
dead.
Rolexes.
That they shot him in the fucking face or the back of the head.
And the crazy,
mom 10 times.
The crazy thing is that when they lied and said, oh, there was still gun smoke like in the air. And that's already gone by the time we come back.
Yes. And then
but
it
they
was
were very young.
It
was premeditated.
It was premeditated. They
went to several gun stores.
Parents.
Several gun stores and got turned down. They wanted a gun today. But on that note,
that's just crazy to me.
I
don't know.
I had a family member. I'm not gonna say what side, but one of my, I don't even know if I should say a relation to me. I'm not gonna say how.
Okay.
Was thinking about doing that to their parents, and this was years. This was like in the. Gosh, even before the 70s.
Oh, wow. See.
Sat in the closet holding a gun.
Oh, my gosh. Waiting for them or what? Oh, my God.
And once they fell asleep, he couldn't do it. And he just went and lived his own life. I can't say the story, but they were physically abused. Not sexually abused that I know, but they were all physically abused. Even other family members have said it. I've seen scars.
And it's just hard. I don't know, man. Like I said, I've never been in that predicament. to where I've been molested or touched or
raped or nothing like that.
anything like that. So, that's pretty intense, like, but to murder.
One of their uncles, Kitty, is that her name? Kitty?
The mom? Yeah. They
Well,
called her Kitty.
Her brother is like, no, they need to stay in prison, but the dad side is like, well, I think they should be out with their family, and they were young, and I mean,
it doesn't matter.
I don't know.
I think
it
doesn't matter. Like, I don't know.
If I'm gonna do something like that, I'm gonna be willing to take the time I have to do.
Yeah.
That's why I have a revolver. I don't ever carry an automatic because, I'll just keep going. But with the revolver, you have to stop and click it back and think about it again. Am I going to shoot again?
Exactly, yeah.
It gives me time to everything, to reevaluate because,
yeah. I mean, because it's...
when you're fight or flight, your finger just might keep going. I mean, it might not even be a threat. You could wake up scared in the middle of the night. And
being molested, like, that's disgusting,
that's
man.
Sick. I think,
like, who in the fuck is okay with touching a fucking child? Like,
I think they should let their parents live and put them in prison.
Exactly.
Because I've heard that
teach them a fucking
prison
lesson.
ain't good for people that, molest people, rape people, hurt kids.
Yeah. I mean, I have a story, but I don't want to discuss it, about, what happened in my family, but I won't discuss that.
That's too private.
Yeah. But the whole point of the fucking matter is you do not molest kids.
Speak up. If you're an adult
if you're being
and you're in a bad spot, find me on Facebook. Get a hold of me. I will help you. I will help you get out of... I shared this meme the other day on Facebook. It says, to all you younger ladies, if you're ever in a bad situation, give me a look, send me a note with the waitress,
Something.
come and act like you know me. And I do. I go out with my kids, but I don't drink. They do.
Yeah.
Not all crazy. Well, sometimes, but that's besides the point.
But,
But I go with them so I could drive. But, I watch. When there's one time there was a girl really, really drunk. And there's these 3 guys out there. Oh, I'll take her home. I was like, hell no.
Yeah.
I'll take her home or we'll call her an Uber.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know what? Her boyfriend came for her.
Well,
I stood outside there and it was...
they could take advantage.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It was hot as shit out there. But I stood out there with her because
that.
I was like, I'm not leaving her.
Yeah.
Especially with the ones that were out there with her. They had been drinking.
Damn.
And I'm like, that's somebody's daughter.
That's just crazy, and it's, people... There's a lot of fucking predators out there, a lot.
And you know what, though? Sometimes they're predators. And I'm not feeling sorry for them, but, I mean, there's a side to every story. They're probably molested, too, and that's what they know.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
I
who
get
knows?
it, but
who knows? I don't know. Maybe is it a chemical
But we have our own
imbalance?
minds. What do you think, McBabe, on that situation? If you got molested as a child, do you feel like you'd be a molester? I mean, what are your thoughts on that? Because I don't think I'd want to be that way. I would be like, fuck no, I'm going to change my life, but I don't know.
I mean, it's easy to say
unless you're in that
what you would do or wouldn't
you know?
do, but
In
it's
any
different when you're actually in that mind state.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, I don't know, with the way that I am, and if I went through that, I probably would have put that person in the ground.
Yeah.
Same.
I would have buried them and never spoke of it again.
Mm-hmm.
See, okay, well, here we go. This is where the topic comes. That's what the Menendez brothers did to their fucking parents.
And that's why I'm saying, like,
You
if
know?
everything is how they say it is, and I know it's not something that's easy to tell people,
Yeah.
especially the whole world. And then knowing the power that your father has, the money that he has, the influence he has over people. He's a very powerful person.
Yeah.
he obviously shows that he controls people, because look at where he's gotten from where he was.
Yes,
That's
yes.
what a controlling person
Yeah.
Or
ends up.
hardworking, someone that doesn't want to end up
No,
the way
there's
they
a
were. He
difference
was an
between
immigrant.
hardworking, and there's plenty of people out there that said that he's an intimidating person, which means he's a controlling person.
Yeah.
He controls his marriage, he controls his kids, he controls his employees, he controls everything. He's a controller. It doesn't matter if he controls you physically or mentally. He's
But it
gonna
doesn't mean you
control
have to be killed.
Well,
brutally
that's
murdered.
what I'm saying.
And the
is
mom, what
you
the mom
don't-
do?
See, it's tough. It's
okay,
a tough
so
situation.
that's what I'm saying. If I was molested and put in that situation, I don't know how they're feeling, but I would kill them. I'd put them in the
See?
ground. You
How
wouldn't
many-
even know that they were dead. I wouldn't leave
Yeah.
their bodies in the house. I would take them in the backyard, and I would bury them 10 feet deep, and I would put something over there, a concrete slab or something, and nobody would find them. I wouldn't just leave their body there. But
Like
what I'm
Practical
getting
Magic
at,
and
yeah, but
Rosebush?
what my point is if I was put in that situation and I had that much pain and that much fear, and and I felt like the only way to get out of this is to kill him, I would do it.
That's how my family member felt. But it was a he. He chose a different way. He could have done that.
Yeah.
And that was way back in the day. I wasn't even here yet. None of us were born yet. But when he told me the story, he was in tears.
See, I mean, that has to be horrifying,
But it was-
dude. Like,
Physical abuse, and mental abuse, but not.
physical.
They never
like,
said nothing about sexual. I've heard
so,
some
like,
stuff.
they
but,
used to beat the shit out of him? Is that
oh
what
yeah, all of them, all of them. I
Yeah,
seen
see,
scars like
that's-
hammers and
What?
horse whips, and this is way back
See?
in the day.
That's, I don't know. See, I mean, so
I spanked my kids.
I don't know. See, so here I fucking go because I'm like, well, they shouldn't be freed, but I mean, fuck, man. That's
But
a
if
tough
you don't, you know
one.
what? They were spoiled.
But I
if you
I
spoil your
don't
kids
know.
and you don't teach your kids when they're little, when they grow up, they're probably going to go to jail or
Yeah,
prison.
That's true.
If you don't teach them now, the hardest thing for anyone to have is self-control.
yeah.
Control over ourselves, our emotions, how we react to
Mm-hmm.
things,
Everything, just
everything.
in general,
Eating, cheating, our words,
Mm-hmm.
everything. Self-control is such a hard thing that
It
us
is.
humans.
I'm trying to
have-
learn self-control.
Oh, I've learned a lot.
And
oh my
it's not
God.
easy
It's
to-
not easy.
It's not easy at all. It's like,
It's taking me years
Yeah.
and years to.
but it can happen. I mean, I'm still working on myself. Like,
Me
I'm not
too.
100%.
Me
I don't,
too.
I mean,
Me too. We're always
But,
a work in progress.
exactly.
Everybody.
We're always a work in progress. So that always makes it a good thing because you're trying, and at least, we can admit that we have our faults. And we're trying to be
I believe in
better.
sit downs. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, where you discuss, like, if you're
Yeah,
having
you
an
sit
issue.
someone down with your
yeah.
friend down and you say, "Look, this is what's bugging me.
Hey, well, let me tell you what's bugging me.
I wish you would."
So, what the fuck? No, I'm just
I'm
kidding.
sorry, I didn't mean it at the time.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But I believe in that. I believe in sit
Yeah.
downs. Back in the day when we were young,
yeah.
we would fight it out. We'd scribble their picture in the yearbook.
Remember
We'd
that
burn
shit?
it out.
In the yearbook.
Mark their name out or put pew on top or ugly or whatever we
Or
put.
piranha.
Or PG for pregnant.
I remember my sister, she'd always be all piranha,
Piranha.
but yeah, I used to think that
Not
was
us,
funny.
it'd be all pew.
Well, that was us, yeah.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, or
But now, these days, I have grown children now, and it's scary because
hold that thought. So we're gonna go ahead and get off topic, off the
We always do.
Yeah, off the Menendez brothers. But comment and let us know what you guys think because we're curious to know. And we're gonna go ahead and just kind of like talk and
shoot the shit.
shoot the shit now and stuff and But comment and let us know what you guys think. Should the Menendez brothers be free or should they stay in prison? What do you all think? So go for
But
it.
like I was saying, I have grown children now, and
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine them coming in and shooting me and my husband just when we're sitting there
Right.
watching TV. Like, I mean, of course,
That's
I
just-
spanked my kids. I didn't abuse them.
Yeah.
Although my son would say, but
Well, I believe in discipline.
you have to, because if you
know.
don't, your kids are going to be
Yeah.
bad. They're going to be bad in school. They're going to end up in jail, juvie. Well, not here in Albuquerque, so you're good if you live here. But
Right.
just saying, jail, prison, like a lot of those people are missing. And I know a family that it's a family of 5. And the parents are drug users, alcoholics. I think now in their older age, and they're still kind of healthy. They're still healthy. But they're older and, their kids ventured out. One ended up doing the same thing like the parents. Another one left and never came back. And another one does good for themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, it just depends on how, like you said, your own decisions.
Yeah, your mentality, your own decisions. And, I mean, me growing up as a child, I couldn't even tell you childhood memories with my parents because I don't have any, because we were with my grandmother.
My grandma lived with us too. So weird. My dad's mom.
She didn't live with us, but she had her own house. So, we were pretty much raised by our grandmother. And, she didn't know how to read or write.
Neither did my grandma.
Or, our parents never showed affection, told us that they loved us or they were proud of us. And that hurt, because you'd see other families and them, like bonding and I love you, Mom, and I love you, babe, baby girl, or bye, I love you, son, I love you, mijita, whatever. We weren't brought up like that. And I mean, that affected me because I didn't have a childhood or anything. And I swore to myself because I had a fucked up childhood. I was like, when I have kids, I want to make sure that they know love and that I'll always be there for them and support them and just let them know that I would always be there for them regardless. I never had them, with my parents or whatever. We took care of our kids. I mean, of course, when they'd want to go with my parents and stuff, they'd go.
Of course.
But I was like, I don't want to be that type of parent. And I didn't. I broke that. What would you call it? I call it like, I don't know, we'll say like a curse or whatever.
The generational curse?
Yeah, because you want your parents to be proud of you and say,
Sorry,
I
guys.
love you and be proud that, oh, this is my daughter. Oh, this is my son. And when you grow up alone,
I didn't like it. My mom and dad be all, this is the baby. I'm like the youngest.
it's like, so,
I was pretty spoiled.
I
can't
just
say.
think
I had a
it's
good
all
childhood.
about mind control,
Self-control again.
Self-control.
It's hard. Don't eat the extra slice of pizza. Don't have the dessert. Don't have the other beer. Don't take that shot.
Like I got bullied a lot when I was in like elementary school and
Dang.
Middle school.
I never did.
And I was a chunky child growing up.
She was pretty. I went to middle school there. She was very
I was
pretty.
chunky and so I got made fun of a lot. I don't usually talk about this. But I'd get bullied and it hurt my feelings. It really did. And it didn't raise me. I'm not a bully. Like, if I see a chunky person or a skinny person or a super, super skinny person or a big, big person, everybody's the same underneath. Like, there's no judgment. I would never be like, oh, you this and blah, 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 and bleep, beep, beep, beep. Like,
Not
that's
me.
hurtful.
I'm like, girl,
But
you look
now,
good. I
I'm
like your
like-
hair. I like your shoes.
Yeah, now I'm like, fuck you. But, I was young, I was little, and, they even used to make fun of my name.
Why?
They'd call me Daffy Duck or Quack, Quack, Quack,
You're
So,
lucky.
Yeah.
You had a pretty name.
But,
I'm all Elaine.
so,
That's so ugly.
I mean, I think it's all about mind control. I mean, I don't know what I'd do
You
if I
can-
got molested. I think I'd beat a motherfucker up.
I'd kill
is what I'd
somebody.
do.
Or someone hurt my kid. Oh, my God. I mean, like McBabe said, it depends until you're in a situation
Yeah,
and you
we
don't
can't
know.
we can't really say, and
But for the real victims out there, I think
but wait,
I feel sorry
though.
for the real victims.
Exactly. And then I don't know, because like I'm going to go back to the Menendez brothers, but what if they were mentally so fucked up in the head that they couldn't take it no more? Like, what if it really wasn't all because of money? Because why were they stealing and stuff? That's what I don't understand.
Because they wanted
if they had this
attention.
money or
They didn't have the money. Their dad had money. Just because your dad has money doesn't mean you have money.
Yeah, that's true.
My mom and dad's parents had money,
Mm-hmm.
and my mom never got a penny of it.
Yeah,
Not one penny.
yeah.
So
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. It's a hard topic when it comes to murders and stuff because
they were always saying,
That
well,
just-
it
their-
showed
their
that the mom
murder
was
was
like,
just
I hate my
brutal.
kids. I hate my
but
husband.
how true is that though?
I don't know.
You
I mean,
know?
there are people that I've seen people tell their kids they didn't want
Mm-hmm.
them. And the kids, they earn for that.
Well,
Yearn
yeah,
for that love.
like I just said, I never was shown love or affection or nothing. I just lived, and it was like, take me to fucking Disneyland, Alaska, take me camping, do
We
something
never
with
did
me.
nothing like that. And we
You
didn't care.
know,
We always were, I don't know.
Oh, well, they'd go out of town. They were always
Mine never
flying
did.
everywhere.
Oh,
and,
mine
you
never
know.
did.
So,
They even
yeah.
thought it was fucked up that they heard one time that one of their siblings was, this is my parents, I'm not saying which one, but one of their siblings was all eating out with their husband's steaks and the kids were at home eating beans. He was pissed.
Shut up. Are you serious?
They were pissed
Damn.
when they told me. I
Yeah,
said he, and now I'm going
that's-
to say she was pissed.
He, she, we.
I know, I
thee.
hate that I do that.
That's all right. We always do shit like that because we're funny like that.
But it's always opposite.
Yeah. But no, it's going to be interesting to find out what happens on December 11th.
Do you remember Susan Smith in 1994, I think it was?
Susan Smith?
She's some lady that drove her car into the river with her kids buckled in it. There were two little boys. One was 14 months and one was like 3 years old.
There's been numerous, so I don't remember.
Well, she was trying recently to get out too.
Oh, I think I saw about that.
And her ex-husband was like, no, she needs to stay in there. Like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
And those kids she had them buckled in their car seats, watched it go in the water, and then afterwards panicked because she changed her mind. She did it out
So
of insanity.
she stayed out of the car and just like
She put it
let
on the
them-
dock, put the car
What
in
a
drive. They were
bitch.
buckled in,
Fuck that.
and they were crying as they were going in, yelling, "Mommy."
Who does
She
that?
said that in her trial, and now she's trying to get out.
No.
She blamed an African American that did it. Took her car with her kids in it,
That's fucked up.
and she even gave a description and everything.
Shut up. Are
Yes.
you serious?
Oh, I followed that because I had just had Andrew.
Ugh.
I had just had my son, and I was like, who would do that? So I was looking. I would buy those Inquirers and stuff.
That's
And I was
crazy.
very vested in that one, and I was like, wow. You know, when the trial came up, she just put it in drive and just
Yeah.
let them go in and
Damn,
watch the
that's
car sink. And
crazy.
as she did, she could hear her kids crying.
Eee,
And she
that's
just stood there and
scary.
watched and ran off and went to a neighbor's house and said, help, help.
That has
my
to be
kids.
major mental problems to do shit like that.
They blame-
sometimes you can't.
They blame, well, they were not blame. They say that she had how do you never had it? What the hell is it called after you have a baby? Postpartum depression.
It's possible because some people get it pretty bad.
I've heard. I've had a family member that couldn't be alone with their kids
Dang, that's crazy.
because it really fucked her up.
Dang, that's some pretty intense shit right there.
For me, having my kids was the best days of my life.
Yeah, me too.
But some people,
yeah,
they don't
it's
see
hard
it
for
that
some
way.
people, you
Yeah.
know. But what do? It's just life is just a trip, You just
everyone says you only live once, but you only die once too.
exactly.
So make your
exactly.
choices, self-control.
Yep,
If
definitely.
you don't have any, then stay home.
Yes. And anyway, to all you guys, come on and like us, subscribe.
Y'all sh-
I know.
Rewind.
Rewind.
You have to get a rewind.
I know. I had left a message on Facebook. I did like a little reel because I was like, are people having trouble getting on YouTube or because I feel like we had more viewers on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
But when we talk about things like this, it
It
we'll
flags
get flagged.
us. and
We'll get flagged.
Yeah, we'll
most
get closed
definitely.
down.
So
And we want to talk about real shit.
yeah,
We
you
want to be able
know,
to talk
we wanna
the
be
way
raw,
we talk. We want to be
literally.
real.
Yeah, you know, straight
You
up.
know, we're thinking about, maybe going live sometimes and there's some shit
Yes,
going
that's what I
on.
want to do for sure. And I even want to go live here, just, that way we can talk to some peeps too and stuff. But, just, go to our YouTube channel, Daphne Love and Crazy Lane.
Tell your
and,
friends. It's not always serious.
yeah, like and subscribe. And whenever you guys can get on, great. If you can't, that's okay too. You can watch later or, keep you guys posted with what's going on, stuff like that. We'd love to hear from you guys, definitely. And I'm going to go ahead and give it off to Crazy here to talk about our sponsor.
Well, we want to give a big shout out to Desert Sage Heating and Cooling. I don't know why I got tongue twisted. Good news. They're going to be in the Twinkle Light Parade.
Yay!
Everybody's got to go watch.
That's going to be exciting.
It's getting cold now. If you need your heater fixed, whatever you need done, on the bottom of your screen, you'll see where it has the name and number. Give them a call. They'll help you out. What should they do, Daph?
Turn the page and call Desert Sage.
Hello.
And tell them what's up. Can you help me? Do they work on electricity? No, I'm just kidding.
Unfortunately not.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for Desert Sage. You guys are the best.
Yes.
We appreciate you. Give them a call, and they will get you taken care of. Other than that, we hope you enjoyed tuning in with us and, having this conversation about the Menendez brothers.
Menendez. I
Know
like
what
that
your
last
thoughts
name,
are.
though.
Yeah. Stay safe out there. Stay warm. We appreciate you guys once again. And I'm going to keep bugging you guys. Like and subscribe. We would greatly appreciate it.
Shout out to all my homies.
Yes. To all the homies. Yeah. Other than that, we know you love our show.
But it's time for us to go.
And have a safe and wonderful evening. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.